Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I said Cracker Jacks. Cracker Jacks. What's up, y'all? It is Minister Senator, Las Vegas neighbor historian. Bring you some Black History local and national, y'all. Today we're gonna talk about some very much important local history, y'all. We're gonna talk about the Las Vegas Giants and the Las Vegas Tigers. It was the same players but with a different name. That was the first, I would say, all black baseball team in Las Vegas. Again, y'all, it was the Las Vegas Giants and later to be the Las Vegas Tigers. This team was filled with the who's, Clarence Ray, Levi Irwin, Leroy and Ray Christianen, all these different, Isaac Pullum, all these different pioneers. These are names that you guys don't really hear, but these were the original pioneers of Black Las Vegas. And they were on a team, y'all. It was a citywide team. They was also called the Tigers as well. Tigers, I think I said the Tigers and the Giants. And they were a team that was affiliated with the Union Pacific Railroad. And so in different communities, every railroad pretty much formed their own baseball team. So as you guys know, this being the height of segregation, blacks couldn't play with whites. In the early 20s and 30s, Vegas was a little more, I guess you could say, racial friendly, where they could play against the white guys, but they still couldn't be on the team. And so the Las Vegas Tigers was formed and the Las Vegas Giants. And they traveled to California, to Washington, all through California. They were playing Las Vegas, and it was a really big deal. I know a lot of us think that, baseball is not really part of our culture, but it is, y'all. Black people have been playing baseball since the 1800s. Some say even while we was enslaved. And so baseball has a very special connection to black people, and it's good to know that we have a connection to it being in Las Vegas. I was really amazed by this history because you don't hear about a black baseball team. And just to answer the question people are going to be thinking, this was not part of the Negro Leagues. Again, it was part of the Union Pacific Railroad League that they had, and they had different teams across the country. Now, Clarence Ray, who was one of the leaders of the team, he was a member of the Negro Leagues in Kansas. And when he left the Negro Leagues in Kansas, he moved to California to play for some teams, and then he came to Las Vegas. So they were not part of the Negro Leagues, but they were a city baseball team. They played all type of city teams. They were pretty successful. They won, as you guys see these articles coming up, they won championships and things of that nature. So I was really impressed because I like to talk about information that is not either people don't know about or it's information that has been kind of buried, among other things. So the Las Vegas Giants, the Las Vegas Tigers, I think if, these teams should be inducted, and these individuals should be inducted in the Las Vegas Sports Hall of Fame, in the Sports Hall of Fame. This is history. This is a part of American culture, black culture, and we need to make sure these individuals are not forgotten, y'all. These articles are from the 30s, the 20s. You see these dates. They going by kind of fast, but I'll be willing to, send the articles to anybody who wants to read these articles because the information is so important. And it's interesting when I see color, how they was just so comfortable calling like color, really? But that was the name of the game during that time, y'all. But I was very impressed, to know that this is a part of culture. So anybody in Las Vegas that wants to say, hey, I want to have a baseball team, or I want to, form a baseball team, don't think that, you're doing something new under the sun. Because again, the Giants and the Tigers paved the way for all black baseball players. Anybody that's black on a high school team, on a semi-league team, doesn't matter. You can thank the Las Vegas Giants and the Las Vegas Tigers for paving the way so that you can play this thing we call baseball. So again, thank you to Clarence Ray, who was one of the, leading baseball players. I want to believe that it was his idea to form, this team with the Union Pacific Railroad. Many of these players, again, was husbands, fathers, community leaders, and they also worked in the railroad. So to kill time, they say, hey, let's form a baseball team. Let's play baseball. And from some of the articles I found, not just on, the black team, but just baseball in general, it was a big deal. The entire city would come out, and they would meet up at the Boulder City ballpark, as well as they had a ballpark that was right behind the Union Pacific Railroad. So this is something that was really, You know, it's like how we have the Aces and different things and the Raiders. This was our Aces. This was our Raiders. This was the original Aces and Raiders of Las Vegas. It was the Las Vegas Giants and the Las Vegas Tigers. So, you know, this information I'm gonna try to get in contact with the Negro Leagues Museum to send them this information. Again, even though they wasn't part of a Negro League, it was a black team, and there is a fight to preserve African American baseball teams, no matter whether they was in the Negro Leagues or whether they was just a part of regular city semi leagues or semi pro leagues. So, again, you know, we thank them and we salute these brothers, you know, for creating something that we can talk about today. You know, this is a part of our culture, this is a part of our history, and we all need to know this history. So, salute to the Las Vegas Giants and the Las Vegas Tigers. Peace and love.